Food is an integral part of cultures. An authentic traditional cuisine is passed down from one generation to the next. On an individual level, we grow up eating the food of our cultures. It becomes a part of who we are. Many of us associate food from our childhood with warm feelings and good memories. It ties us to our families, holding a special and personal value for us. In this episode, we'll be looking at a traditional dish from Bhutan, which is not known to many people. Baktsi Makhu is a sweet dish that is usually made by the people of Bhutan. Today's recipe is from my grandmother, who has agreed to share it with us. Let's break the word Baktsi Makhu in order to know its meaning. Baktsi refers to the conch-like shape of the dough, and the direct translation of Makhu is oil, but in our case, it refers to the butter. So overall, Baktsi Makhu is a sweet dough dish immersed in butter. To prepare Baktsi Makhu, we need all-purpose flour, sugar, roasted wheat flour, locally known as Baktsi, and some fresh butter. First, we'll prepare the dough, which is the most vital ingredient for this dish. Take all-purpose flour, some sugar, warm water, and knead the dough. The dough need not be kneaded a lot, just till it holds together so that it will be easier to make the conch-like shape later on. According to my grandmother, the shape of the dough is replicated looking at the shells played during a local game of show, a game of dice. The conch-like shape of the dough also retains butter while it is scooped out, and it enriches the taste. Use a little amount of all-purpose flour in order to prevent the dough from sticking. According to my grandmother, this dish was served as a snack in the royal palace during the olden times. Once you see the water boil, put the dough in the boiling water. This is to cook the dough, and you can approximately cook it for 5 minutes. Stir it once. Once the dough floats up on the surface of the boiling water, that's when you know that the dough is ready. Take out the cooked dough and rinse it in cold water. In order to prevent the dough from sticking, oil is added and mixed thoroughly. Once the water is drained, heat a pan on the stove. Add the fresh butter and let it melt on a medium flame. Fresh butter is preferred as it will taste better and will not have the bitter taste of an aged butter. Add the dough to the pot and add some sugar. Sugar will depend on the amount of sweetness you want the dish to be. Let it simmer for 5 minutes and then add the Baktsi. Stir it well and cook it for approximately 3 minutes. My grandmother usually scoops out the butter first and then adds the Baktsi. The Baktsi Makhu is now ready to be served. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Try and make this special dish at home. Thank you and Dashidele.